what you do, Matt, at Cashflow Architects is kind of like magic. And when you show me that I can go through this video series and at the end understand how to gain to 300,000 in cash flow, that's worth a tremendous value to me. So absolutely, it's worth paying for. Yeah, the refund is good because I've seen because like what you do is like black magic. So if you come off a certain way, it's almost too good to be true.
Totally.
It's especially if I watched a YouTube video now because I know what I know. I don't trust anybody. I own my own company. I do technical recruiting and source direct hires for a variety of different industries.
Very cool. How long have you been doing that?
For the last 3 years, I've been on my own. Working with Matt and Cashflow Architects, I've learned how to protect my money and get it to grow so it works for me and not the government. For the strategies, it gets me to think outside the box. It gets me to think about ideas I can't and won't come up with myself, and it educates me in order to maintain cash flow, liquidity, and be able to make dreams happen that I never thought could because of how we're structured and how Cashflow Architects have structured my financials. Yeah, Cashflow Architects has taught me anytime I go into a purchase to think outside the box. How can I get my money in my cash flow to work to pay for something that may cause maybe a debt or to occur a debt like a mortgage? Never thought I could own a second house until I saw on paper how I could utilize my cash flow and have that pay the monthly payments. Now I'm enjoying a second house and it's not a dime more out of my pocket.
Of the second home?
Oh, absolutely. I never would have bought a second house unless I was able to sit down and be taken through how the cash flow, my cash flow can fund that. My old perspective was I have to go to the bank. I have to be able to afford 2 mortgages. I have to have that come out of my disposable income. And it actually doesn't. If it's set up correctly, your financial wealth can help pay for something like that. And I don't even think about it on a monthly basis. It just happens.
So talk about your second house. Where is it?
My second home is in Caseville. It's on the water. It's gotten me through the COVID season. I wish I could spend all the time up there as opposed to my first house. It's a vacation every weekend. And it's a vacation that I don't have to worry about financially because of how it was set up. It funds itself and I get use, enjoyment, and tax write-offs because you have an out-of-the-box process, a process that you can't learn from any of the typical investment organizations. Those investment organizations just want to sell you something that make them a quick buck that day. What Cashflow Architects does is show you a strategic approach to how to treat your money, where to put your money, and how to gain that cash flow and limit taxes. No other big box company will do that for you.